Hey, 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 everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Toy, you been asleep all this time, child. Baby, I was trying to get me a nap and my phone kept ringing. I said, Lord, let me get my butt on up. It was supposed to be getting up, getting my clothes laid out for church. I ain't did nothing. Been sitting on the phone, laughing and talking with Erica and about these packages she got lined up over here. Then she said, "Well, I'm gonna come in the morning." I said, "Well, you know, I'm going to church in the morning. I get out at 12." She said, "Oh, well, me and Coco will just wait till you get out of church." So, Lord, look like my granddog gonna be over here tomorrow. Jesus, help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Holy Ghost. But yeah, I just been sitting around, honey. I had ordered me some chicken fingers and fries from Milo's, and baby, I ate that and I kind of dozed off for a minute and woke back up because my phone kept ringing, kept ringing, kept ringing. I said, Lord, let me just get up. Hey, beautiful, beautiful people. To those of you in the bushes, hello. Happy Saturday. Hope you all have had an amazing day today. My day has been going well. My day has been going well. Hey, Lucas, what's going on? What's going on with you? What is going on with you? I'm just sitting here. Really, I'm going to get up and get my clothes together in a little while. But, baby, Toya, I done found them, baby. I found them, honey. Huh? Oh, you're Spanish. Hola, baby. Is that Spanish? No, I'm just joking, but welcome. welcome. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button for me. Toya, I am not finna cut up tonight. Make sure you all hit the like button for me. And then if you haven't done so, you too, Lucas, hit that sub button for me as well so you all will not miss out on a live, a short, or a video. So hit the sub button for me. And welcome, and welcome. Let me get my eyeglasses, child. I can't see nothing. I'm coming. Might as well. Hey, to everybody in the bushes, looking, listening, or whatever, what have you. Make sure you all hit the like button for me. And if you haven't done so, hit that sub button for me as well. Again, I will greatly appreciate it. And it's also helping me build this channel. To those of you who have already subbed, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all rocking with this country girl from Alabama. And just letting me get on and vent and talk to you all and chit chat and laugh and have a little fun. That's what it's all about. That's what life should be about. Um, I know everybody kind of flock to the uh drama of social media, and it's okay. Sometimes it could be entertaining sometimes, but we can also, as we flock to those things, we can also be encouraging and uplifting and positive and all of that good stuff. Hey, what's your name? Baby, I ain't gonna try to say your name, but hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm just sitting here talking a little bit about this and a little bit about that, honey. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Toya, since you ain't been feeling good, I'm going to let you pick a topic about what we should discuss tonight. I was going to come on and do another intimate conversation, but I think I'm going to hold out for a little while before I do another one. Because I just really, the first video that I did, I don't know, I guess they took it down. I'm not sure. But I'm most certainly going to do another one, but I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to word it so, I won't get penalized or something like that for it because, baby, because I could get live and uncut. So um, I'm most certainly going to do another one, but I'm going to have to make sure that I have it worded correctly. So, I won't offend anybody or YouTube, won't penalize me for that. So, since you're feeling better, I'm going to let you pick a topic that we can discuss on this evening, if you don't mind. To those of you in the bushes, make sure you all hit the like button for me. Again, hit that sub button for me as well. It will so greatly be appreciated. Y'all, I cut this air off, and as soon as I cut it off, I done got hot already. Oh, gosh. Hey, LaShawn. It's been a minute. How you been doing? And welcome to the chat. How you been doing? Good to see you. And I think, uh, oh, gosh. That's a good question. I think social media um um has really structured and changed a lot. And it was so different um back when I was kind of younger than it is now. Now right now with the younger generation, social media is what's up, baby. Um, and when I was younger growing up, it really wasn't social media then. Baby, everybody was outside. That's what it was all about, being outside. Yep. That's what it was all about when I was younger coming up. Just being outside, just hanging out with friends and stuff like that. Those of y'all around my age. Uh, so yeah, a lot is different. A lot has changed with social media, and right now, yeah, I'm from the South. Where are you from? I'm most definitely from the South. Oh, oh, snipers on the roof. No, they most certainly not rude, but I think, when you come in, you have to come in respectful, because they will most certainly get you straightened out. They're most certainly not rude, but when you come in, you have to, hey, Miss Miranda, when you come in, you most certainly have to be respectful. Um, well, that kind of question was kind of crazy, but yes, I think it has. I think it has, LaShawn, really. Social media, uh, well, to me, and that's even with younger people. Every when you try to talk to some young people, and yes, well, it's like um me talking to a younger person. All you see is this. You see me looking at my phone. This is all you see. And I'm sitting there saying, hey, 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 hey. And all you see is this. They looking at the phone. So I think uh social media is different. It's different, and some people just don't know how to communicate anymore. They really don't. They really don't. And I'm so old school, LaShawn. I'm still back in the day where children, just let me say children, was saying yes ma'am and no ma'am and yes sir and no sir. Now the children saying yeah, huh, what, and bruh, and all of it. Back when my grandma was raising us, it was no way in the world when my grandma called my name that I was gonna say, huh? No. You was just not gonna say that. You was not gonna address my grandmother with a huh or what. Um, and I'm just old school like that. I'm so old school that I still believe men opening doors for women. I'm old school. I still believe in all of that. All of that. I guess I'm out of the loop. I guess I'm so out of the loop, baby. I'm just so old school. But I am. And a lot of people say, well, the times have changed. Um, and it's confusing for me, because, I posed that question to the chat one night, that if you have, we talked about this, LaShawn, and I was talking about the guy that I had met. And don't get me wrong, child. He was nice looking too, child. I ain't gonna even hold you, but he was nice looking, nice guy, nice job, had a good job and whatever. And I just feel like I said, I'm old school, and I know that a lot of people aren't, and don't have the thought or the thinking that I have. And so I posed that question to the chat. If you met somebody, be it man or woman, um, and y'all are, talking, trying to get to know each other to see, hey, can something come out of this? How long would it be before you bring up the conversation about sex? A lot of people were saying, that they would not bring it up front, or they would wait. And I think Miss Colleen spoke on this, that she would most certainly wait a little while before she brought up the conversation about sex. And I was so agreeable with what she was saying, because I feel like, me still being old school thinking now, if I'm just meeting you, um and I'm trying to get to know you as a person, and I most certainly want you to get to know me as a person. we should be trying to get to know one another. I want to know what it is that makes you tick. I want to know what are your likes, what are your dislikes, what do you like to do, what do you like to eat, where do you like to go, what do you do for fun, what do you do for entertainment. And now, while I'm trying to get to know all of those things about you, not one time in my mind am I thinking about, well, what do you like in bed? What turns you on? What do you want me to do? What do you like to do? Say, not none of that. None of that. Baby, bye. Let me go and help you on out. I'm gonna help you out tonight, baby. Yes, like, and and a lot of people, because I, had this discussion the other night with a couple of friends, and it was the guy and his lady friend over here, and we were talking about it, and she said, well, I said, well, if I'm just meeting a person and I want to get to know the person, there's no way in the world that I would talk to somebody about sex and I'm trying to get to know. And I said, yeah, I wouldn't either. That would be the last thing on my mind, and I'm trying to get to know somebody. So the man, of course, chimed in and said, well, he doesn't have a problem with meeting a woman on a Monday, and Thursday they in the bed with each other. And he said, I don't see, as a man, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I said, well, that's typical. And I could say you, not all men, but you, the one I was talking to, of course, because you're thinking with not this right here, but this right here. And I said, as a woman, a single woman, I would be afraid to, first off, um, meet a man on a Monday, and then Wednesday or Thursday we in the bed with each other. Me not knowing anything about you, not knowing how many other people that you're sleeping with unprotected, how many, you don't know how many people. It's just a whole lot. It's just a whole lot that I don't want no parts of. And I'm not, saying that I'm this way or that way. I'm just me. That's just me. Um, but it's not even that deep for me. It's not that deep for me. I know what it is, baby. I'm not too pressed about sex because I done had some sex because I got 3 children. So, of course, I done had some sex. I was married 25 years. So, um, dating now to me is so different. It is so different. People will meet you and think that it's all about the sex before they really and truly get to know you. And again, that's where I will always bump heads with a man, because if you trying to get to know me, do that. Get to know me. Get to know the things that I like. Don't ask me, well, what you like sexually? 2 or 3 days after I start talking, well, what you like in the bed? No, no, that's no. Eventually, if we're talking and we're getting to know each other, eventually that is gonna come up. Eventually, somewhere down the line, that is gonna happen. But when you just meeting me or we just starting out, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And it's some women out there that are okay with meeting a man, and then they're in the bed, and it's okay for them if that's what they want to do, but I'm just not one of those people. I'm just not into that. Never have, never will be. And I don't knock nobody that has that thought or that mentality to do that. I'm just not one of those people, if that makes sense. Y'all see how them baby got my wine cooler. But the world has just changed so much from when we were younger to now. Baby, you good, you good. But it has changed so much from when we were younger, and people had so much respect and morals, and they cared what people thought. They care about how they reacted and all of that. But now, oh, hey, welcome to the chat. But now, baby, I be saying that I be saying some stuff that blow my mind now, LaShawn. I see some stuff that blows my mind. I mean, some of the stuff that I see, and it used to be where young children back in the day had respect for themselves, respect for their elders. Uh, no, they absolutely don't, Lacey. They really, oh, Jesus, let me tell you. Uh, and that's what I was saying. When my grandmother was raising us, um it was not no you was not gonna say no and no what and all of that to my grandmother, because she stood on that. She stood on respect. We were children and my grandmother was talking to some of her friends, her grown friends, we were not, as children, gonna sit around and be up in her face while she was talking. You either gonna go outside and play, or you could go in your room, or you could go somewhere else, but you're not going to sit up in here while we in here talking. That was my grandmother. Yes, absolutely, LaShawn. Absolutely. It's just things are just so different now. You know what? And I think me and I think me and Toya had said something about that. Baby, the young people got us older people messed up. They got us messed up. They got us messed up, baby. Yes, it is very disappointing, Lacey. But one thing, um, it's now, it is so different. It is so different now. Now you got these children so disrespectful. These children don't have no kind of home training. And then you try to think about where it come from. How did they get like this? Until you meet the parents. Some of the parents don't have no home training and no respect either. And I was looking at a video. I was looking at a video of this on Facebook of this lady. Um was up at the school, and I don't know if you all have seen it. This little boy, he was shorter, he was smaller than the big boy, and the big boy's mother had him up at the school trying to fight the smaller boy. But when I tell you, the smaller boy did him in. And then the mother got mad at her son that she brought to the school to fight somebody. She got mad at her son because the smaller boy did him in. That's what I'm saying. When did we lose our respect our morals. I just don't understand it. These children now don't value anything. They don't value their life. I know they ain't gonna value our life. They so disrespectful. And if you say something to them, they be ready to go off. If you say something to the parents, they be ready to go off. And you just can't win. You can't win. And it is so, so sad. It is truly, truly sad. Now, I have 3 children. And if they enter a room, they're going to speak. If they're talking to somebody older than them, it is yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, still. And they're grown. But that's what they were taught as children. That is what you do. That is how my son teaches my grandchildren. Is no, you will never address nobody with no huh and no what. It's yes, ma'am, and it's no, ma'am. It's no, sir, and yes, sir. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But the world has changed so much. Um, with these children and with these parents now we're so hyped up on being our children friend before we are their parents. And it is just sad. I cannot get into no parent partying and hanging and drinking and smoking with their children. It's just something that I've never done and I would never ever do, because I feel like if you get to partying um with your children, drinking and smoking, why they got to respect you? If you do all of that with your children, hanging out in the clubs and all of that, the respect is gone. Because they not looking at you as they parent. They looking at you as they home girl and they homeboy. So they ain't got to respect you. But then when they get in front of people and disrespect you, you gonna be feeling some type of way or be in your feelings, cause why you disrespecting me in front of people? Because you let them. My daughter and my sons, say all the time, well, Mom, I'm having a kickback. Won't you come over and chill? No, y'all kick on back. Cause I don't that ain't my type of thing. I'm not finna party with neither one of my children. Neither one of them. Now, if it's a holiday and y'all they doing something at their house or I'm doing something at mine, and they're over here, of course, I'm gonna have my child, I'm gonna have them on deck. But I'm gonna have that, but because it's a holiday and my family is over here. But as far as going to kick back and chill out and chill with my absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because you lose respect. They will lose respect for you when you do stuff like that. And some people may agree, some may disagree, but that's just my opinion, my thought. My thought. I can remember going to my son's apartment. It's been a while ago. And a lady that lived right up under my son had 2 teenage daughters. And I would speak to the lady all the time. But this particular day, I was coming from the store and I was walking up the steps. And I can remember the lady and one of her children were outside. And so as I was coming up the steps, the girls was just I'm talking about they was cussing, 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 cussing. So I'm still getting my bags. And by the time I got to really where they were, and we were facing each other. And so the lady said, stop all that cussing. Don't you see that lady? And that girl turned around and looked at me, y'all, and said, I don't give a fuck about that old ass lady. And I kept going up the steps, just saying, Lord, it's just sad. But my mind said, you need to turn around and see who the fuck she calling old. So, it's I just don't know with some of these children. I really don't. I just don't know with some of these kids. I don't know, honey. And I try to stay out of their way and let them have it. And we were also talking about this. It used to be a time where you could go out and yes, absolutely, cause you don't raise your children toward you the right way. But think about all the parents who think that's cute, who think that's funny, that they children be out here cussing people and disrespecting people, be all up at the school cussing the teachers out and want to fight the teacher. I see a lot of videos on Facebook, YouTube, and all of that where these children up here disrespecting the teacher, uh, and all of that, trying to impress their classmates and all of that. But where do they get that behavior from? Just like they up there running the classroom, they probably at home running their parents. But I can tell you, ain't now one of my three gonna run me. Cause before they do, it'll be some real furniture moving around here. And I ain't talking about we just moving furniture. It gonna be some furniture moving in here. And even in their 30s, in their 20s and 30s now. Ain't now one of y'all gonna disrespect me on no day. And my boys are baby, they tall, tall. They tall, tall. And my oldest son love to say, Mom, I'm grown and I'm taller than you. I said, that just mean I'll stand on a chair and knock you out. Sure will. Not on no day, because I don't play it. I'm your mama first. Then I'm your friend. But remember, I'm your mother first. See, you can't talk to me like you talk to your homegirls and homeboys. It ain't that type of party. You talk to me as your mama. Cause that's what I'm your parent first. Now I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off if you're right. But if you're wrong, I'm most certainly going to tell you you're wrong. I'm not the type of parent that's going to uphold my child when they wrong. I remember when my daughter was younger in middle school. And this lady came and told me, she said, baby, she said, your daughter, your daughter was out here cussing like a sailor. And I told the lady, I said, not my daughter. I said, you supposed to be talking about somebody else because you couldn't be talking about my daughter because my daughter don't cuss. You couldn't possibly be talking about my daughter. No, not my daughter. Not my daughter. Till I walked up on my daughter cussing like a sailor. And I couldn't believe it. And I had to go back and tell that lady I was sorry. So we can't say what these children are doing, and we can't say what they not doing when they're not around us. And baby, I argued that lady down to the T. You ain't talking about my child. You ain't talking about my daughter. No, she ain't. My daughter don't cuss, baby. My daughter don't cuss until I walked up on her cussing. Yes, until I walked up on her cussing, baby, and she was throwing some words out. She get it from my mama. But she was throwing some words out, baby, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was so outdone, till I just ain't know what to do. And we can't say what these children do, and we can't say what they won't do when they ain't around us. We don't know what they be doing. And that's what get me when we see all of this stuff in the news about these young people, um, uh, going through all these different situations, and we say, uh, uh, from her mama. Cause baby, I'll throw some words out, Miss Miranda. Let me get a few of these up under my belt. And you make me mad, child, baby, they gonna be coming left and right. I'm telling you. And they'll come out even when this ain't up under my belt. You make me mad and I'm gonna let you have it. But I look at how when some of these children been and got in trouble, and the parents be on the news talking about, oh Lord, this done happened to my child. Oh Lord, this done happened to my child. And they don't bother nobody. They always been a good child. All they did was go to school and do this, and I ain't never bothered nobody, and I ain't never did this, and I ain't never did that, and I just can't believe this happened to my child. All the time telling a damn lie. Cause y'all know this damn JoJo was terrible. You know JoJo was a damn hell raiser at home. You couldn't do nothing with JoJo. That's why he was out here cutting up and acting a damn fool out here. Where the law had to get him. And I look at, I don't know, and when I be up late at night, I just be strolling looking at these different videos. Do y'all remember out of town somewhere? I can't necessarily remember where it was. But do y'all remember the lady had went up to the school because these people was bullying her children, little bitty children. And the lady was pregnant, and she had a little girl, probably about 7, and I don't know how her son was. But do y'all remember the middle school children and elementary children had jumped the lady and her 2 children, and the lady was pregnant, and they beat the little girl up that was 7. They beat the lady's son up and beat the lady too, and they had to hospitalize the lady. But she had went up to the school because they was bullying her children. And when they was walking back home, all of these elementary or middle school children had jumped the lady and her 2 children and beat the children and the lady. But the lady had to be hospitalized. And this lady was pregnant. And I said, I remember, yes, I remember saying to myself, if these children in middle school, if they in middle school acting like this, when they get in high school, these motherfuckers gonna be terrible. Cause they terrible now. When they get in high school, ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing with them. Nobody but the law. It's ridiculous. We got to start holding these folks. Baby. Baby, it wasn't no child. Wasn't no child gonna run my household. Now, one of mine was not gonna run my household. They was not gonna run my household. And one thing I didn't play, they was gonna get up and go to school, and they was gonna do what they had to do. And that was it, and that was all. I can remember my son, when them boys especially would try you. Some girls too now, don't get it twisted, but them boys for sure. Now my youngest son have always been laid back and humble. He's more like me. He's laid back, never got in trouble. That's it. But that oldest son of mine, baby, child, I thought I was getting punked half of my life with him growing up. So I can remember it was where we lived. We lived on one side of the street. That was okay. It was quiet. It was okay and all of that. But on the next 2 streets over, it was terrible. You always heard about somebody shooting over there, getting shot over there and everything. So I told him, I said, listen, don't take your butt on that side over there. You don't belong over there, so don't go over there. Oh, he had fell in love with a girl over there. He just got to go over there, honey. And then, when they get to, like my grandma said, when they get to smelling themselves and thinking they grown, oh, he gonna go over there anyway. So he told, he had snuck out the house one night, and I was in there sleep, and You know how I don't know if y'all do, but I get up. When my children was little, I used to get up in the middle of the night and just walk around and make sure they was in their beds and make sure the doors was locked and make sure they ain't leave the stove on and just all that, just being a mom, honey, an overprotective mom or whatever. So this particular night, baby, I get up by 10:30 because I used to go to bed early because I had to get up and go to work early. But I remember getting up, everybody in the bed but him. Everybody in the bed except for my oldest child. So me, I'm one of them type of mamas. I got a chair and set it in front of the door because I want to be the first person you see when you walk back in the door. So I got in the chair and sat in front of the door. So when he come back in there about 2, the baby was gone. So I guess she had told him some good stuff. He had snuck out the house. So when he came back, I was sitting right in front of the door. I said, where you been? Oh, I was over there. I said, over there to where I told you not to go. You was over there. And so he tried to walk past me and walk. I said, no, we ain't doing that, baby. And I remember whooping his tail. And he told me, hit me one more time and watch what happened. So, you know what I did? I had to hit him one more time because I wanted to see what was going to happen. Cause baby, we'll be in here rumbling like two cats. I want to see what's going to happen. Cause when I tell you something, it ain't finna be no negotiating. We ain't got to debate it. It is what it is. I done said it. That's it. That's all. And I ain't had that problem. I ain't had that problem no more with him sneaking out going nowhere. Cause I didn't play it. You know, we got to stop letting these children think we playing with them so much. You know, stand on the stuff that you believe in with these children. Stop trying to be their friends so much, baby, and get on their butts. Let them know, no, we ain't doing this. We not doing none of this because we going to prevent y'all being another statistic. We going to prevent y'all being on the news, another child lost to the, no, we ain't doing that. And I was most certainly not doing it in my household. Absolutely not. And he'll tell you right now, oh, my mama crazy. My mama be acting crazy. So I cuts up, baby. But he can appreciate all of that stuff that I did when they was younger. They appreciate it now. Because ain't now one of them ever got in trouble. I ain't never had to go to the jailhouse to get them. They went to school, finished school, went to college. One went to the army. One went to the culinary, the cooking school and all of that. So I thank God I can knock on wood and say that I got some pretty good kids. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed for that. I am totally, totally blessed and thankful that I do have some good kids. Cause some folks, child, I don't see how they do it. I don't see how they do it. Cause some of these children now will make you, if you got braids in your hair, they'll make you snatch all of them out. I could, and And I be joking with my friend, you want a baby, you want another baby. I think I got one left in me. And he be saying, nah, and I'm with you, baby. I'm just talking, because I wouldn't dare go back and have another one. We was talking about that today. I don't see how that girl can do no 9 children. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And 9 children. Me? Baby, I have these lined up everywhere. I'll be drinking every day. Them too many damn children. I have a notepad and have all of them lined up and be saying, what your name is? Well, who you is? I have to write their name down because I wouldn't even remember their name. Shit. Not I. Them two, And especially when you is the main caretaker and provider, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that got their husband. The one that got their husband that don't even go out there and pick pecans. All you want to do is put gas in the truck and go out there to the freak meet and be tricking and freaking on them women out there. But, you know, you best believe and you better know karma is real. I'm for real, Miss Moran. You know I'm telling the truth. You old school, Miss Moran. I'm old school. Toya old school. You best believe karma is real. And you remember when we used to do wrong to people, how it took a long time for it to come back on us? Now you can blink your eye and it's coming back on you. And one thing about me, I'ma call a spade a spade. She can't fault nobody. Y'all hold on. I gotta cut this out back on, baby. I'm sweating. All right, tenderoni. But what? Yeah. All right, now tenderoni. Let's not talk about it now. But one thing we should be able to do is call a spade a spade. You talking about he gassing up the truck to go out here to the Freaknik where the women twerking and working, but he can't put gas in the truck and put no clothes on to go get no job to provide for you and your children. I got a problem with that. And every woman that done had to get up and do what they had to do to take care of their children and their household the best way they can should have a problem with it too. And it's the people that be on the bandwagon for me that be talking about, y'all just so good together. Oh, he just love you so much. Oh, no, he don't. No, he do not. No, he do not. No, he do not. Because every video that she done posted, you don't never see him talking. You don't never see him smiling. You don't never see him saying nothing. Every time you look at him, he look like he been and just woke up. He looked like he mad because you got him on the video. He looked like he mad because he got to go and run after all these children and all of this. You're mad because you done woke him up and he was out all night partying and playing around and pussyfooting around and all of this. And so the only time you done ever seen them smile, and I can name a few times, when you had them in the MCM store, the Polo store, when you gave him $50,000 or $100,000 for his birthday, when you gave him $100,000 for Christmas, so you say, when you paid off all his child support. That's the only time. Yes, that's the only time I done seen that man smile. Any other time, I ain't even know he know how to talk. Because you ain't never heard him say nothing. But then somebody, well, thank y'all for the hearts. Most definitely sending love back to each and every one of you all. But, and you talking about somebody jealous? Girl, on what planet would I be ever jealous or something like that? And it's sad. It's sad. And we was just talking about that today. You could see the misery in that girl's face. That girl is not happy. Well, they ain't the only one. we got to, they in Florida. We need to go on down here to the Louisiana. Because there's a lot of autistic. Yeah, you right. But you can see the misery in her face. You can tell that she's unhappy. You can tell that Toya, I ain't fooling with you now. But you can tell that she's unhappy. You can see the misery in her face. Um, and I don't care how much money she get on here talking about she done made. I don't care how much she get on here and talking about no battles and all that old BS and selling these classes talking about all this whatever she be talking about, cause the girl just did the video yesterday saying that she took her class and ain't learned a damn thing. Um I don't care how much of that she do. That girl is not happy. She's living a miserable life. And one thing I know at the tender age that I am now, hint, hint, that she is not happy. And all the money she make, um, it ain't gonna make her happy. And y'all notice every time she gets some big money, how it slip through her hands so fast. Because everything that she get in her hand is gonna go quick because she ain't right. She's not right. She's not right. And ain't nothing gonna go right for her till she get down on her knees and ask God for forgiveness. Till she repent and ask God for forgiveness on how she got on here and disrespected her mama, how she got on here and disrespected her daddy, even when her daddy was on his deathbed, how she got on here and disrespected her daddy, how she got on here and talked about her family, how she got on here and talked about her brother and some of the things that her brother went through that should have never been put out because it wasn't her story to put out, and all of this type of stuff. You know, it ain't nothing gonna go right for that girl. And I was just saying this to somebody else the other night. When you with somebody, if you got somebody and you with somebody, I'm trying to see how I can say this. When you with somebody and you know you ain't supposed to be with them, but you stay there anyway, and that ain't who God say you need to be with or you need to be, ain't nothing gonna go right because God wants you to get rid of them. You're still trying to hold on to them, and that's blocking your blessings. That's another reason ain't nothing going right for her. You all supposed to be with this man. What is he doing? What is he doing? And it ain't all about no. We know y'all shake the covers, cause you got 9 children. We know y'all lay down and don't go to sleep, cause we can count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We count the children. So we know y'all shaking covers. But what else is he doing? What is this? What else is he providing? What else is he doing to protect y'all? Cause I remember when y'all were down there to to the chicken hut or the jerk hut or whatever when you were dressed like you was going to the pop locking championship, when that man and that lady was on you about their money, um, and he sat right there like somebody had super glued him to the chair. He ain't get up and he ain't say nothing and he ain't do nothing. That was the first time. Then the second time is when Ashley told you up in the hair salon and he sat in the truck and he got out when you was on the ground trying to get up and pick your hair up. He got out the truck then. So what is his purpose? What is his purpose, child? What is his purpose? Because a real man would have stepped in and said, "No, bro, you ain't finna step to my wife on no tip. I don't care what she did. You ain't gonna step to my wife." A real man would have did that. You think when I was with my husband alive and somebody gonna walk up in my face, a man talking crazy? Oh no, baby, my husband said, "Oh, you better get back, partner. You don't step up in her face on no level, on nothing." But when has it become okay? When has it become acceptable to accept these things? It has not. I just don't understand it. I'm telling you, no matter what I did, ain't no man finna walk up on me talking crazy and my husband just gonna sit there. No, honey, because if he did, me and my husband gonna have a misunderstanding. When we get home, we gonna have a misunderstanding, baby, because I wanna know what the problem is. But not with him.